Welcome back to the Crude Project, everyone. I'm here with Ant and Kevin the 2 Cent. And as always, we have a great episode for you guys. We have bombshell news. As always, we have great informative episodes for you guys. So here's another one, starting with
some of the U.S. news.
Yeah.
Small businesses are going to tank even more.
Yep. Kamala Harris over here doubling down on the free speech.
Giving it the people's elbow.
Elon Musk might be on her hit list. I don't know. We got some stuff, some really weird stuff coming out of North Carolina governor, right? We'll dive into all of that. But before we go into all of these stories, you smell that?
Dark bark.
Oceanwood motion. Exotic executive.
Smells like success. Do you want a scent that'll hide your farts? Dark bark.
Do you want a scent that smells like a vacation you can't afford? Oceanwood motion.
Do you want a candle that'll hide the scent of your mistress? Exotic executive.
We told you we would do it. We've partnered with IllumineScents. We've created our own scents. Skip the FOMO. Buy our candles. We'll drop the link for you guys down below to check them out. Stay tuned. If you guys enjoy the content, please like and subscribe to the channel for more. Let's dive.
So let's start from the top here. So grab our papers.
Let me look at this really quick because there's a few.
I would just read it off.
You
Yeah.
want to read it off? I'll read it off.
Yeah, because
Let me do a little reading here.
I think we did a good job of recapping what's happening.
You guys know
Go
how
ahead.
to read?
You guys read?
No, clearly not. Earlier I was stumbling on that shit. So
All right, so this is pretty much from the recap. Under the new guidelines of Corporate Transparency Act, or the CTA, businesses with less than 5 million revenue and less than 20 employees will have to register all owners and shareholders for self-audit to make sure you're not committing financial fraud. Here's the caveat, though. Big companies, banks, insurance companies, hedge funds, and so on, they are exempt. So small companies now, small businesses who are trying to make, some sort of a pathway in their own, if they are less than 5 million revenue and less than 20 employees, which would be anybody just starting until you're years ahead, will now have to, everyone, which what it seems like is all of the shareholders, employees, or registered owners will have to do a self-audit, which, if anyone's ever done an audit, that is very extensive, and it is very time-consuming. An audit is not just, oh, okay, what did you do? It's not like taxes, right? Like you answer like 7 questions, good to go. No. It is a full, deep dive cleanse of everything A to Z. They are horrific. I've been a part of audits during past jobs, and they go through front to back. Where's all your paperwork? And if you think that they're just going to be like lenient on these small businesses, not even close.
And what happens when, say you make a mistake because, well, you're not an auditor.
You get fined.
What happens?
You get fined. Because they'll find something wrong, and you'll have to redo it, right? You'll have to probably redo it or get fined. And also, if you don't even do this, you go straight to jail.
You know what's crazy? You know what? There was a thought that occurred when this happened. When I read this, okay? I was like, okay, so what happens when you make a mistake? Well, they penalize you, or they fine you, or they make you redo it, or anything along those lines. But what happens? Oh, and one other thing, they make sure that you do all of this ASAP and get it back to them ASAP, like this too.
Oh, 100%.
But what happens when all of these mistakes, any type of, like, they lose your papers, they don't get back to you on time? What happens when it's on their end? It takes forever, right? They won't own up to any of their mistakes. For example,
I think
IRS,
it still falls on you.
when the IRS, when they gotta get taxes from you, you gotta get it to them.
Oh yeah.
But if you want to request your papers or whatever from them, dude, it takes forever.
Yeah, grab a number, pal.
Yeah.
Grab a number.
I don't like that.
No.
And this bothers me. Why? Because, dude, middle class families and small business owners are the backbone of this country, has been the backbone of this country. What happened during COVID?
They got crushed
Like
royally.
more than 80%.
Yeah. They just couldn't make it through, they needed that day-to-day traffic, and they just didn't have that relief, that COVID relief that so many other big companies keep getting bought out.
Yeah.
That revenue keeps coming back to them. They get tax exemptions left, right. They always claim that they didn't get profit. It was always a loss.
Right.
That was the whole plan. But yeah, these small companies, and it was a shame to see so many small, even in our area,
Right.
all over. Everyone can attest to seeing restaurants, stores, hobby places disappeared.
Yeah. So I don't like this because it makes it harder for people who want to start a business, and it also makes it harder for people to maintain
Oh yeah.
a startup business or a small business. It discourages people from
So yeah, that's
opening
exactly
up.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's another hurdle.
It's another hurdle. People are going to get discouraged, and people are going to be like, oh man, I don't know. They're just making it harder and harder. I don't even know if I want to go through with this business. Man, I think I'm just going to stick to my 9-to-5 job. And that's how they got you.
It's an easier path. It's already paid for you. Just do a job. Yeah, but get a job. Get a job. It's there. It's there. You don't have to do any of that crazy. Granted, I'm sure if you really stuck to it, you'd come out on top. But it's just another hurdle. And when you look at it on paper, of course, you don't want anybody doing financial fraud. Nobody would want just small businesses out here doing fraud. But these big companies are exempt.
And that's my problem as well. That's the other side. That's the other problem that I have. Okay, so you're basically making sure that small businesses, what happened to them during COVID, how they got devastated, you're making them stay in that devastation.
Yeah, some are still haven't fully recovered, and now it's another.
It's making it harder for small businesses to come back and stay down that they have been. But you're making this easier for the bigger companies to operate.
Yeah.
The bigger companies are just going to get away with whatever now.
Or buy up the smaller
like
companies.
they have been. Yeah, or buy up the smaller companies because now they might lose their businesses. They might not be able to go through with it. The businesses, the small businesses that might be
it was like
caught with
2,
like
3,
mistakes
4, 5
or this
people,
and that. Yeah.
And they're all trying to figure out, hey, okay, well, this audit's wrong. This one's wrong. Oh, they're saying we can't continue until this. Or I don't know how an audit works. I don't know how penalizing.
Yeah,
of their
and then they just
work
like slap
can
you
be.
with a fine and this and that, and then they suspend your business, and you got to now shut down for a long period of time. You're not making any money from that business, and you're on the verge of losing that business, and then now you got to pay the banks. Well, now you've kind of like put these people in a position where they're about to lose their entire livelihood, and also, like you mentioned earlier, this is an opportunity for another bigger company to come in and swoop up.
And just buy it away. Buy it away.
So, yeah, let us know what your thoughts are on this. How do you guys feel about this? Let us know in the comment section, and we'll check them out. We'll respond to you guys. Let us know. And if you guys...
anybody's a small business in the comment section.
Yeah, let us know. And for people that know, we love small businesses, and we like to support small businesses, just like this one here.
Buy our candles.
IllumineScents Crude candles. We have a partnership with them. So buy our candles. We have a partnership with IllumineScents. They're a small business as well. So that's a good scent. I'm not gonna lie.
I love the shameless plug.
Gotta do it.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, if there was a way that you guys wanted to support the channel, this would be it. Buy our candles, support the channel, because everything comes out of our pockets for the creation and production of this podcast. So it is costly for us. So
We're kind of like a small business.
I mean,
We don't make revenue yet, IRS.
We're not-
So hey,
yeah, we're not doing- yeah.
We don't.
just creating content,
Are we
making.
gonna have to audit?
No, we're not. We're not a business. We haven't. No, we're just content creators.
If we have
like,
to audit, dude, we're done.
No. No.
Anyhow,
we
let's
ain't
move
no
on.
damn LLC. No.
Let's move to the-
We
let's
don't
move
fall
to
under
the
that
next-
category. We're just
next
some
topic.
podcasters. Anyways, yeah. So let's go into this next one. Okay. So Kamala Harris promises she will prosecute people who her administration deems is spreading misinformation / disinformation or hate speech, and even said that Elon Musk should be arrested because he has abused his free speech privileges.
What are we, the UK now?
I'm going to emphasize that. Privileges.
Privileges. Not right. Privileges.
Bruh. When has free speech become a privilege?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. You're talking about my rights, you mean?
That's crazy, dude. Sliding into the old UK status over here.
Damn. Here
First
we go.
they take away our small business. Now they're taking away our free speech.
This reminds me of that recent interview that Hillary Clinton did. I don't know if you guys saw it. And Hillary Clinton was talking about how she wants to clamor
Control the
down.
media.
Yeah. She's talking about how it's concerning that they're losing control over censorship of social media and the internet.
She's getting that Joe status. She's just starting to let it fly.
Bruh.
She ain't starting to slide them words like she used to, dude. She's just letting them fly off the hinges. That's absolutely insane, you know?
Absolutely insane.
It's
How?
100% like the UK, who have arrested numerous people for hate speech.
I wonder what accent of hers she said this one in.
They are going to hate the free speech, and they are not going to let you keep going. Mr. Musk is not God. I would like him to. It's crazy, dude.
Stop it.
You know what this reminds me of? This whole hate speech. You need to be liberal shit. That's that liberals. That's that woke agenda right there, dog. That's what that is. That's that woke. My feelings are hurt, so you need to be punished type stuff.
This right here, this is the type of shit that's got her poll numbers going down so much.
Yes, it is.
This right here, this is the type of shit.
Because the people that want to vote for her can't go outside. They got sun deficiency diseases.
Stop. My God.
Oh, side note, you see Trump was recently at he was like in an event or something like that. It was like a news event, and he was saying there's that group, white dudes for Kamala.
Oh yeah.
Did you see
I saw
what
that clip.
He said, yeah, that white dude for Kamala. I'm not too worried about it because your wives and your wives' lovers are gonna vote for me. Yo, I was like, stop. Trump out here dropping bombshells. He should have just picked the mic up and went, doop, and just walked away.
Mike dropped it.
I was like, no way. Man's gonna say his wives and your wives' lovers.
Bro, why did he say that with the straightest face and nonchalant as hell too?
Didn't skip a beat. Didn't skip a beat.
He said it with zero hesitation, bro.
It's insane.
Oh man, yeah. So, yeah, that's a little tidbit for you guys with Kamala Harris's recent claims. So let us know what you guys think about Kamala Harris trying to clamp down on the free speech and wanting to
No more
arrest
cuss words
Elon.
for anyone.
Yeah, wanting to arrest Elon Musk. I wonder what Elon Musk has to say about that, or he has already said. But anyways, let's dive into this other little North Carolina's governor.
Yeah. So the governor of North Carolina
Yeah.
recently was on a New York Times interview for it's called Climate Forward.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's about obviously how the whole climate change they're saying, and whether you believe climate change or not, that's not really the whole point of this. But he was talking about it, and they went through a lot of election stuff. But then he started to come back and speak about Helene and how it devastated
Hurricane Helene.
the Carolinas, mainly North Carolina.
Right.
He went on and was explaining how somehow he became a meteorologist because during this interview, he kept saying these 1,000-year storms. He did that. He literally did that. I don't know
Quote.
I don't know what 1,000-year storms. Like it
So,
was a horrible storm.
For the listeners, Ant is doing the quote.
Oh, true. Yes, he did. Air quotes around it. And he said this is going to continuously be the normality now.
Yeah.
So now somehow the governor of North Carolina knows that North Carolina will be constantly hit by hurricanes moving forward.
I'm sorry. What are you, a seer?
That's what I'm saysaying. Like, it
What do
doesn't
you
make
use,
sense.
Some
And he said that. He said this is something moving forward that North Carolina will have to prepare for. This is the worst storm they've had in hundreds of years. I
this
think,
man an
or at
oracle or
least
something?
100 years.
Yeah, he has foresight,
I don't know, dude. Hook him up to a machine. He's out in the Matrix or something.
bruh.
But that's a claim he made, but then he went even a step forward. And this is the part that it ended up coming out on social media, and a lot of people of North Carolina were not happy. When this all started to come out, there was a lot of what was called misinformation about FEMA and how the land was not being taken from the people.
Right.
Well, the governor put a spin on that, and he said some of this land is not worth building back. We have worked with the communities, as he said, worked, which I'm pretty sure wasn't as very well as work.
No.
More of a, here you go, there's nothing we can do. But
Right.
they have now started to buy back the land from the civilians of North Carolina. It is a land grab. I'm just going to put it to you front and center.
Right.
No sugarcoat. It is a land grab that they are disguising as a buyback system for the people of Appalachia.
I wonder if we followed the money and if we started connecting dots, because we love connecting dots on this show, right? I wonder who his affiliations are with.
Well, I could,
Because a certain company loves doing these land grabs.
well, I could definitely tell you there's some precious materials that have been found in that soil
Yeah.
that would really be important. And there's also been articles found. We talked about it during the last Helene, where they were building one of those cool 15-minute cities, smart cities.
If you guys haven't checked that episode out, also again, like, it's suppressed because we talk about shit that goes against the agenda. So if you guys haven't checked that episode out, it was number 4 of the What's That series. Check it out. It was about the
Helene
hurricanes
of Helene and how it kind of happened. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there was a lady that I found on, I believe it was a TikTok, that she was found this article talking about how they could make, the areas like Chimney Rock and things like that were absolutely flattened, devastated into a new bustling smart city.
Right.
But that would require taking the land, which you can't. But now they have a buy. The land's not worth rebuilding. It's
Right.
not worth it. He claims that they're going to use it to reroute the water. When the mountains of the Appalachia have never seen a flood like this in generations.
Right.
And that for fact, generations have never seen this.
And according to him, because he's some kind of
Super meteorologist.
super meteorologist that can foresee into the future, apparently, he predicts there's going to be a lot more
storms or hurricanes that are
and
going
hurricanes
to hit
that is
as
going
far
to
in
flood the
as
area some more, right?
of western North Carolina.
Wow. What are the coincidences?
That was extremely devastating to hear for the people of North Carolina who, I mean, many of them are still trapped there.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother thing. Like
They don't have homes. They don't have a life. Everything got washed away.
True. But more or less about the whole FEMA situation, that's something we can't really dive into here. Not that we don't want to, but we have other things that we're going to bring forth. But
Right.
guys, look into that. Look into the whole FEMA situation still going on in North Carolina, because it's not straight and cut. There's too much going on with the buildings they're constructing, the security they're having, and when you're hearing one side and the other, that's all I'll say is just you need to look into it. But the governor is doing a land grab. That's just what it is. Straight cut. They're land grabbing and they're taking the land away from the people of North Carolina. And watch, in a few years,
Yep.
see what builds in that area.
Yeah. It reminds me of Lahaina. I don't know what else to say about this little thing, but let's transition into the next. Well, do you want to talk?
It works perfect. You know what I mean? The
let's
same
do a-
thing's happening in
right.
Florida, but a different gentleman
All right.
is doing something like that.
So take it for whatever it is, okay? But rumor has it, okay? And this might actually be fact. Other people have also covered this. Bill Gates has purchased a plot of land in the area that Hurricane Milton hit, Tampa, Florida. And the rumor is that he is going to build a 15-minute city on that plot of land Now that plot of land is coincidentally where Hurricane Milton hit.
Devastated.
And now there are reports that FEMA is apparently paying private
Oh, yeah.
organizations.
Same as they have for security. Same as they have in North Carolina.
Yeah, they're paying private security companies to basically block off the area that Hurricane Milton hit, that devastated, and not let people come back and reclaim their properties.
That part's still speculation, though, correct?
Speculation, and this is a speculatory show, so don't quote us on it. Do your own, again, disclaimer, do your own due diligence, look into the stuff on your own. These are some rumors that we are hearing.
Okay. Actually, if anybody in the area can attest to this.
Oh yeah,
If anybody in Florida's
know.
Tampa area, if you guys have seen anything like this, areas near where Milton really devastated, if you've seen any security blockings, where, areas that are accessible to get to.
right,
But one thing I wanted to add
Right.
that a lot of people may not know
uh-huh,
is when your land is devastated
yeah,
by what they would call a hurricane or anything, an act of God, landslide, hurricane, the land is no longer worth its original value.
huh,
They can buy it for pennies on the dollar
wow,
because now that it's destroyed,
uh-huh,
there's some sort of a calculation that it can do, but I believe they can buy it for what it was worth many, many years prior or something like that
because of the devastation,
because of the devastation, because it's considered damaged
damaged
right?
land,
Damaged land or what. It's still land, but it has to be, obviously clean, cultivated to do whatever they want to do.
primed for
Whatever, residential, commercial, whatever they want to do with it, right?
I see, okay,
But I don't know how much, but I
Uh-huh.
know it's not going to be worth. Like, you can't sell it for whatever it was worth prior to the hurricane
right,
or any other devastation that is. So when these agencies come in, or the government, and it's a buyback system,
uh-huh,
and you had a house that was worth $325,000,
right,
and the land and all, and we're like, well, we'll give you $100. That's nice to get $100, but you just lost $200,000 and everything else you owned. Now,
And-
now that's not accurate numbers. I don't know if those are accurate figures.
I mean, not to mention that you've been paying property tax on that shit for years.
You don't get any of that back.
That's wild. That's wild. I don't know what you guys' take on that is, but to me, that's freaking crazy.
Yeah, you
I
guys
don't-
can fact check on that, but that's pretty much what I found is that you don't get the original price. Sometimes they've gone over,
Mm-hmm.
but many times they don't. They get, because it's damaged. If they want you out, they can pay more, but they got these people in the hand. What are they going to say? I mean, now some of them will stick to their guns,
Right.
and I respect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, no, this is mine.
I wonder if there is enough support behind those people, though. I wonder if there is a whole lot of people who are just like worried about their own lives, and they're just kind
Of course, people have kids.
yeah, and
family to
they're just like,
take
man, I
care
don't
of.
want to involve myself in this. I don't think I got my own things to worry about,
It's true.
and that's when they take advantage of those people, and
Yeah.
by force, if they need to they take whatever they have, whatever land that they have, whatever property that they have. They don't have any support to back them up. Anyways, so it's troubling.
Yeah.
This is concerning.
This whole episode is a lot of concerning things.
Yeah, I don't like the way things are going like this. So I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on all these different stories that we've shared here so far.
I think this is the craziest part.
Whoa, what you got, Kev?
Months ago, there was a simulation done of a hurricane identical to Hurricane Milton called Project Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I forgot about that tidbit.
That's probably one of the crazier things. Like, so you're telling me it was simulated and
Just so happened to happen.
Look up Project Phoenix. If you guys don't know what that is, when you look up Project Phoenix, you'll see there's they have like this whole commercial or whatever for it, and they have this. There's like a 4 to 5 minute long like a trailer or some shit that they've created for. It's a simulation that is literally identical to how Hurricane Milton developed in the Gulf and headed exactly to where the coordinates that hit in Tampa and where this Project Phoenix hurricane hit. So it's wild. And this is months before Hurricane Milton. It's wild. Like,
So months before, it's kind of hard to say like, oh, well, they were just, you know how they can track storms like while they're being, but it's months before hurricane season, so it's like
but that's the thing.
you
like,
can't track
But
that.
they were doing a simulation
Right.
on like the computer, not like a live, Oh, let's test this in the waters, real IRL.
Yeah.
No,
This is all just computer-made,
Yeah, this was all
generated.
exactly computer made, generated, just like a 3D rendered type of simulation video that they created to see what it would look like, and then showing the aftermath as well. Bro, it's wild. I
No
saw
way.
the video.
We're out here making whole movies out of hurricanes now.
Yeah,
we're
called-
making pre-trailers of disasters.
Project Phoenix 2.0 is what it was. So look it up.
Oh my god.
Coming
To a theater near you.
Suspicious.
Hurricane Milton. Watch it live.
All right. Well, that's about everything that I had. I wanted to cover. What about you?
Trying to move.
All right. I think we're good.
Trying to move out of the U.S. nowadays.
No, let's not
Japan
do that.
looking good.
Well, I don't know.
I could deal with it.
Japan's being hit with too many hurricanes and too many
Sashimi!
what is it? Sashimi! It's me.
Tsunamis.
Swept away.
Hey, they got a way to treat the water though, so I'm okay with it. But that's all I
Hurricanes.
got.
Anyways,
We're
yeah.
good.
All right, guys. We're gonna end it here. But if you guys enjoyed the content, please follow us for a great commute listen on Spotify channel and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. And we will see you guys on the next one.